I'm right chipos, man. I got this, yeah.
What's up, Zach Evernesh here in the underground office, and a lot of people have been, I get this question all the time, asking me about what books I read on philosophy, on business, on mindset. Well, I read many books, so you could take a look. You know, we've got a bookshelf here, we've got old books in here. This is so much business and mindset stuff. You can see my Navy SEAL books are here. We've got a mix of training books, nutrition books, mindset, more books and videos stuffed in here. But I want to get across one of my favorites and really learning a lot as I'm going through training, preparing for a challenge run by SEALFIT. And we'll be getting actually trained by some of my friends who are former Navy SEALs. And during this training, they won't be treating me or my teammates as friends. There's going to be many lessons to be learned, and just through this training I'm learning so much about myself and pushing myself. But I want to read to you guys a quick excerpt from Marcus Luttrell's latest book called Service. And if you don't have that book, I'm going to suggest you start with his first book, Lone Survivor. It's amazing. And by the way, you can see here I'm wearing a shirt from Forge Clothing. Great shirt, honor them. And they make all shirts that are sold through there. They always have proceeds going to the many military foundations. So let's get to it. I want to read something to you guys. And this goes really, this is for many people. This is for those of you that follow my blog, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. This is also for my athletes at the Underground Strength Gym. And I see some of their fears in my own fears when I was younger. And not until I got older did I learn to really harness the mind. And I'm still learning. I am by far not perfect. But I want to really share these lessons learned. And obviously we could learn from somebody like a Navy SEAL, like Marcus Luttrell. So I'm going to read. And it's about a mentor of his that he met while going out, while returning to combat after Operation Red Wing. So he's talking about one of his mentors, so check it out. Slab dealt with his experience by putting it in a box, extracting a few never-agains, and pushing his high-speed career to the next level. He's a thinker, private and introspective, a dedicated hard charger. But he said enough to me in our time together to show me how he continued to operate and why, how bad experiences strengthened his motivation, and how he learned to distinguish fear from the imposter being afraid. So what he's talking about is the difference between fear and being afraid, like being scared of actually going and doing something. And here's where it gets very, very powerful. Being afraid is a state of fear is a force that sharpens your senses. Being afraid is a state of paralysis in which you can't do anything. It's critical to understand the difference, but I never fully saw it until I spent time with Slab. You have to use your fear to keep from that deadly state of being afraid. Watching him go about his business, planning missions, and dealing with his troop had the same effect on me as being with JT, Josh, JJ, and Morgan after I got home from Red Wing. He recharged me by his presence and commanded my respect without saying a word. Now, I want you guys to, think about that and re-watch this video to listen to what I just said, and then go out and buy this book without a doubt. Because I noticed that people, you could use fear and harness the energy to kind of give you that edge and to make you more aware and to drive you to work harder and to be more aggressive or to be any way you need to be. Being afraid is being scared. It paralyzes you. You don't want to move forward. You have to learn to face that fear and remove the being scared portion. And I think this is what really stops a lot of people from experiencing success on any level. Success if you're an entrepreneur, success as a person, if you're simply trying to lose weight or increase your health. People seem to be afraid, okay? You want to learn to switch that to fear and use it. You don't have to be an Adonis or a giant to accomplish feats of greatness. You have to have drive and commitment, as well as an honest sense of what is and isn't possible. Let's go over that. You don't have to be an Adonis or a giant to accomplish feats of greatness. You have to have drive and commitment, as well as an honest sense of what is and isn't possible. When you have drive and commitment, you're going to do the work required to achieve whatever it is that you want to do. That's where your honesty comes. You won't have the confidence in yourself to achieve success if you know deep down you haven't been doing the work. So do the goddamn work. During my time with Slab, I realized there was very little I could have done to change the outcome there in the Hindu Kush. I felt my energy level and motivation surge in his presence, just as Master Chief knew it would. I have found that the best way to get through tough times is to surround myself with positive people. I always talk about getting rid of the naysayers, not hanging out with the people that drag you down. If you spend time around people who are weak or always feel sorry for themselves, it's bound to rub off on you. Always look forward, never back. Thanks, Slab, for all your help. So guys, check it out here. Service, Marcus Luttrell. Pick that up on Amazon. It's about who you surround yourself with. Your environment is extremely, extremely important. From everything. To me, it's all the stuff that I want to look at, to the photos that are on the wall. You know, I don't have photos of Arnold on this wall because of his build. It just reminds me of what he had to do to achieve greatness. I remember reading in The Education of a Bodybuilder all the sacrifices, all the risks he took, the commitment he made. When I have these Navy SEAL books, it reminds me that my workouts are not that hard, are not that intense. It also reminds me about simple things like, you know, do you really need to sleep 8 hours a night or 9 hours, or, you know, or is it a big deal if I don't sleep? Sometimes I am up extremely late through the night and don't sleep much, but I have to remind myself that many, many people have survived on 2 to 3 hours of sleep, and they do what needs to get done. That's why I love reading these Navy SEAL books. Okay? These books are all amazing books. Lots of stuff to be learned from them. And they're all these books up here I like to really read, from warriors in life as well as warriors in business. Those are the people that achieve success. I want you to rewatch this video, close your eyes, listen to the words again from Marcus Luttrell. That stuff is powerful. The energy he got by surrounding himself with the right people, having a mentor, distinguishing fear from being afraid, and also using fear to develop that edge. This is huge. These are lessons I wish I knew of when I was younger, but I did not understand how to harness the power of fear. Instead, I paralyzed myself in being afraid. There's no reason to be afraid. Just go out there and just put it all out there on the line, and then you could always walk away knowing that whatever you did, you just did it to the best of your ability. That's it. I'm Zach Evnesh, undergroundstrength.tv. Make sure you go over there, check out the blog, and sign up for your free gifts. I got some cool stuff. And when you sign up for it, do it. Use it. Use the workouts. Okay? I love connecting with people that are willing to do work, period. All right? And I tell you what, yesterday, talking about doing work was a tough day for me. I trained with two of my training partners who are always ahead of me. We did a workout on the beach with wet combat boots, wearing our rucksacks, and push-ups in the water, flutter kicks in the water. Let me tell you something. Being at the back of the pack it always pisses me off to be in the back. But you want to know what? I'm out there doing it. Whereas I think back in the day, I would have said, I'm too big to run this far. I'm too heavy. Kill the excuses. That's it. Change yourself into whoever you want to become. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Underground Office. Time to get more work done. Peace.
won't you take me down to Memphis on a